The world is quietly entering a new kind of arms race, not on land, not at sea, but far above us in orbit. While global powers rush to build hypersonic missiles that move faster than 5 times the speed of sound, Japan is testing something that could change the rules of defense forever: a space based system that can see those missiles before anyone else even knows they've been launched. At the center of this secretive leap is HTVX, a sleek next generation cargo craft built by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries for Japan's space agency. On paper, it's just a spacecraft meant to deliver supplies to astronauts aboard the International Space Station, but in reality, it's a floating experiment in space warfare detection. Once it completes its cargo mission, the HTVX won't burn up like the old Kunotori craft did. It will stay in orbit for nearly 18 months, silently circling Earth as Japan's first flying defense laboratory. Inside, it carries infrared sensors developed by Japan's Ministry of Defense. These sensors are so sensitive that they can detect the fiery wake of a missile flying at Mach 5 or beyond. Hypersonic glide vehicles don't follow predictable paths like ballistic missiles. They twist, dive, and change direction at lightning speed, and that makes them nearly invisible to ground radar. From space, however, Japan's HTVX has the perfect vantage point. Its infrared eyes can see across vast distances, tracking heat signatures through the darkness and feeding early warning data back to Earth. Soon, Japan will put this to the test. After the HTVX finishes its mission at the ISS, the Ministry of Defense plans to launch a special test projectile that mimics a hypersonic missile's flight and heat pattern. If the orbiting HTVX can spot it, follow it, and record its movements in real time, it will prove something extraordinary: that Japan can build satellites capable of detecting hypersonic weapons from space, a capability only a few nations have ever achieved. But what makes this experiment so unique is not just the technology, it's the approach. Japan has turned a civilian spacecraft into a dual-use defense platform, combining scientific exploration with military readiness. Instead of waiting years for a new military satellite network, Japan used what it already had: fast, efficient, and far more discreet. The HTVX is rewriting the playbook of modern defense, showing that innovation doesn't always require new weapons. Sometimes it just needs a smarter perspective. Technically, the system is a masterpiece of precision. The sensors aboard the HTVX must identify the faintest glimmer of heat across the freezing void of space, process that data instantly, and transmit it securely to command centers back on Earth. Every reading counts. Every fraction of a second could mean the difference between detection and devastation. But here's what's driving this mission even harder. Japan's neighborhood is changing fast. China, North Korea, and Russia are all testing or deploying hypersonic glide vehicles, weapons designed to outmaneuver every known missile defense system. In this environment, Japan's test is not just an experiment, it's a message, a statement that the nation is no longer content to play catch up, it's building its own shield in the sky. This also marks a turning point for Japan's space policy. For decades, their missions were purely civilian, focused on science, exploration, and international collaboration. Now space has become Japan's next frontier of defense, and the HTVX is its proof of concept. Behind the scenes, Japan is also developing the hypervelocity gliding projectile, a kind of its own hypersonic weapon for island defense. Together, these projects form a complete loop: a missile to deter and a satellite to detect, ensuring that Japan remains one step ahead in an age where seconds define survival. Still, challenges remain. Detecting a real hypersonic missile in the chaos of war will demand faster computing, stronger sensors, and tighter integration with ground-based radar and naval networks. But even now, Japan's success could reshape how nations think about defense. Instead of massive constellations or billion-dollar satellites, agile spacecraft like HTVX could offer affordable, flexible security from orbit. And make no mistake, this small spacecraft represents something far bigger. It's not just watching the skies, it's redefining the balance of power above them. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Dezhn, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps us keep uncovering the world's boldest innovations that are quietly shaping the future of science, technology, and power.